A Kid Again is about great adventures. It gives my family something to look forward to. When kids like me have to go to the hospital, it's scary. So it's fun to go on free adventures with other families and have a great time with everyone.
A Kid Again is for the entire family as they navigate medically complex lives. Adventures are a time out from surgeries and hospital stays. And the adventures continue even when your child is feeling better.
Hi.
It's a beautiful community of sharing and support for our families and kids.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the A Kid Again Town Hall. I'm so excited to share some time with you today and talk to you a little bit about what's been going on at A Kid Again. My name is Megan Koester. I'm the president and CEO, and we are so excited to share just the great work that has been going on in this organization and an opportunity to say thank you to each and every one of you. I want to go through a little bit of housekeeping since this is our first town hall, and let you know that all of our guests, your mics are muted, so don't worry if you've got noise in the background or family members trying to chime in, we can't hear you. But we do have a great question and answer opportunity. It's just at the top of your page, and you can go ahead and type questions in there if you'd like. And we've got a great team online that can be answering those as we go through, as well as the opportunity for us to answer some of those if we have some time at the end. And I appreciate those of you that also passed along questions, and we've incorporated some of those answers into our presentation today. So we're really excited about this. It is being recorded, and we will share this out later. So if you miss a part of it, you'll be able to join us and recapture the exciting news that we're sharing today. And with that, let's go ahead and get started. I have had the chance to meet several of you along the way, but for those of you that I have not yet met, I thought I would share a little bit about myself. So I have been in Central Ohio for my entire life. And not only did I join A Kid Again, but my whole family is on board. So we are very excited to be a part of the new A Kid Again family. And here you can see some photos of us. I am married to my husband, Mitch, and we have two 10-year-old twin boys, Blake and Brady, who keep us very busy doing all of the different activities. You know, they might be twins, but they're two totally different guys. And our dog Lucky also keeps us active and on the run. So it's me and all the boys. So I am proud to come to adventures and find all the girls, all the boys, and just keep up with all that energy. We just recently had an opportunity to join the adventure at the zoo, Dream Night at the Zoo. And so here was our latest photo from an adventure. And we are headed this weekend to Cedar Point. So we'll be sharing more pictures to come. So that's a little bit about me. I've spent the last 2 decades in the nonprofit world and in organizations around families, some of those that still serve our families, like Ronald McDonald House and Canine Companions. And I'm so excited to be here at A Kid Again. It has been a blast. I joined you guys about 6 months ago, and you can see in these photos, I've been to several of our adventures, having a lot of fun getting to know our adventure guides, meeting our families, talking to kids and parents on their way out, whether it was your first adventure or you've been around for years. I appreciate hearing what it means to you. And we as a staff work really hard to ensure that those moments that you have at these adventures are really your opportunity for a break. So it has been great to see that live and in action. I just want to take a minute to thank our staff, our adventure guides, our donors, and all of our partners that make all of these great adventures happen. So let's talk a little bit about the real thing that's happening, which is all of our programming. So today I want to share some information with you about where we've been and where we're headed. And first and foremost, we're here to serve our families. Our mission is truly to provide cost-free, carefree adventures, and we're going to keep doing that. And now I want to tell you how many people we're serving. So you probably heard through the grapevine, but it's really amazing to look at this graph and think about the growth that we've had in the families that have enrolled in A Kid Again since 2020. In 2020, we were serving just over 2,000 families. In 2023, we're already serving over 13,000 families. We've quadrupled the amount of people we're serving, which is amazing. And we are here for it. We're here to provide the opportunities, the experiences, the moments, the connection between families, and the fun for each and every one. But that has led to so much growth. A lot of this enrollment can be tagged back to the fact that you all have been spreading the word. You come to an adventure, you can't help but tell the story of what you did last night or yesterday. And that just encourages more families to enroll, and we really appreciate that. We've learned how to build really great relationships with our pediatric hospitals, our healthcare systems, the organizations that are supporting our families. And once somebody gets to know about it in those circles, they share the wealth and more families are applying. And we really enjoy that. And then as we went through COVID, the silver lining for us was we wanted to figure out how to continue serving our families. And we did that through a program called Adventures in a Box. And that really helped launch us to many, many more families in places where we didn't yet have staff. So all those things combined are why we've seen this amazing growth in the past few years. And now we are just working on how we are going to support and continue to grow the families that we serve. So let's talk a little bit about who these families are. You are probably often out and about and someone will say, how do I get to be in A Kid Again family? How can I do this? Is this for me? Would I qualify? So the great news is we have an ever-growing list of opportunities, and we want to say yes as much as we can. We are truly here to serve children with a life-threatening condition, and that list is always changing as diagnosis change, as science changes. So this is a live, living, breathing list, and we are serving families with over 300 different types of diagnoses. This will show you some of our top diagnoses, but really your answer when someone says, can I be a part of A Kid Again? Would my child qualify? Could our family go? We ask that you direct them to our website, akidagain.org, and there they can go through the application process and begin a conversation with our staff about where they are, what their child's diagnoses have been, and how we can be a support for them. So that's your answer. Go ahead and direct them to our website so we can begin our personal conversation with them to learn more about each and every person. As we know, each and every one of our kids that we're serving and our families are in a different place, and we put all those pieces together and figure out who we'll be serving in the future. So where can you find A Kid Again? I think this is an ever-growing map. So I will say this is today's map. In this map, you can see the darker green areas, and that is where we're providing in-person adventures. Now, some of you might say, now, wait a second, I didn't know you were in California. Well, we're providing in-person adventures in California and Texas and Minneapolis and Wisconsin and the DC area and the Philadelphia area, Mid-Atlantic area. We're providing those adventures right from the staff sitting here in our national office in Central Ohio. In addition to that, so that's our first level. In addition to that, we have great staff on the ground for those of you that are living in an area served by a chapter. And those staffs are on the ground providing in-person adventures and even more support, engaging communities, getting individuals to volunteer with us and connect even fuller. So we're really excited about that. And we hope that over the years, we'll see more and more of those dark green states. We didn't want to stop though, and we learned that families still wanted to be engaged. So as we created Adventures in a Box, you can see we are now expanded across the entire country. While we can't be there necessarily in person just yet, we are providing you an opportunity to engage as a family and create those memories, and then also have the opportunity to interact with other families. You know, it is one thing to have the adventure and create the memories, and that is such a part of what we do. Another part of what is so important to our families is the ability to connect and build that community amongst each other. And so that happens as we engage families when they want to get connected with us. Many of you asked in our questions beforehand, what is it? When do I get a chapter? How do I get people here? What's that look like? Well, as you can see, our families have been growing, our outreach has been growing, and so now we are really building out kind of our playbook of how we do expand. What do we need in those areas to start a new chapter? Oftentimes, that's really good relationships and revenue that'll help us to fund the organization and the staff that it takes to get a chapter started. But we are really putting those details together right now. And as we firm those up, we'll be sharing them so that we can continue to think about where can we be next in person and live. So let's talk a little bit about what's new in 2023. We've been growing by leaps and bounds in families, but lots of planning has been happening, and lots of different exciting things are on the horizon. So as we think about 2023, we really think about a year of sustainable growth. As we've seen these families enroll, we want to make sure the rest of the organization is following in that growth pattern. So there's a couple of different things that we're looking at in 2023. First and foremost, as we've been growing in families, we cannot lose the opportunity to make sure that we're maintaining the quality of our adventures. So one of the ways that we have done that is we've really decided to define our signature adventures. And when you look at that, the first thing that we did was we talked about what adventures do we want to see happen in all of these places. So we have some wonderful opportunities to connect with our rides and slides adventures. Many of you know that as you've engaged with us in an amusement park, a Cedar Fair amusement park. We've also put together our birthday bash because we know celebrating birthdays are important for us each and every day, and our holiday adventures. We'll continue to brand a couple of these signature adventures that are always cost-free, carefree, and happen pretty consistently around the country. And so that's been our first part of planning this. The second piece of really making sure that we maintain quality adventures is still working, and that is really about our growth. So when you think about some of our chapters, our families, as we've had more and more families, we're now bringing not 100 or 200 people to an adventure, but 2,000 people, 3,000 people, 7,000 people to an adventure. And so what we are working on this year is how do we do that? How do we ensure that we still provide quality adventures for our families? Everyone still has access and ability to make it to those signature adventures. And so we're really working with our partners. Got to find venues that can hold all these people, but thinking about with our partners, what can that look like and how do we continue to make sure that everyone has access to those in-person adventures when they're provided in your area? So more to come on that, but no, we've heard you and we're aware of that growth. It's a great opportunity to have some really new conversations that we're excited about. So another thing that goes along with as we talk about growth and our partners are our really wonderful national partners. So Cedar Fair has been with us for the extent of our organization, and they've been here along the way, and they've watched us grow, and they continue to help and support us grow and provide us amazing opportunities to be at the park. We continue to build out additional national partnerships. This year, we've had the ability to work with Crayola and provide Crayola experiences for our families, which is great, and even in some of our brand new markets that are coming. So we look to build on this list of national partners as we think about who else can provide experiences for us and for our families. If you have ideas, let us know. We also are thinking about how we continue to grow our revenue sources to continue providing these great adventures to our families. First part of that is just general awareness. A Kid Again Month continues to be a place where we get to share what a Kid Again is and use that as a microphone for us to talk about our mission and get more people engaged. We're also looking for opportunities to continue growing those that are donating to us, whether that is donating a little bit each month and every month and becoming a regular donor, if that looks like potentially connecting with our website and having an opportunity to create a birthday gift where people can give to a Kid Again on behalf of someone for their birthday, connecting with schools, community members, thinking about fundraising, even the opportunity for you to think about what it means to give a gift. All of those add up and help support our families. So what we want to do is make this easy and really share the impact of what each and every one of those dollars means to us. So you'll see more and more planning coming out around this. But we're excited to share our story, and more importantly, we're excited to really tell donors what it means when they give their dollars to a Kid Again. We talked a little bit about awareness, but man, we've had some great media this year. So excited about the opportunities we've had to share stories from all over the country about our families who have attended a baseball game, a Crayola experience, time at the park. We encourage you to continue to follow us. We'll share these stories on our social media and LinkedIn, and make sure that you share them too. It's a great way to hear what a Kid Again means, and nothing better than hearing it from one of our families. So we're excited that this media continues. And if there are opportunities that you have or you think that you would like to share your story, please let us know. So let's talk a little bit about what's left to come. We're about halfway through the year, and we've got more and more adventures. In fact, June is maybe our busiest month. We've got 11 different adventures across the country this month. In fact, 3 of them this weekend. And throughout the rest of the year, we have over 35 adventures still planned. So we're excited and working hard to ensure that you've got many memories ahead of you and opportunities to connect with each other. So that's always exciting and on our forefront. I think the next 2 opportunities are more ways for you to continue to stay updated with the organization and connect with each other. So throughout this summer, we're excited to say we've done great work updating our website. I'm going to thank our team for what they've been doing there, but you'll see updates and more ways to connect with a Kid Again through our website. So that's launching this summer along with our family portal. So more besides just our Facebook family pages, we're looking for a better way to have you guys communicate and connect with each other and know what's happening. So you'll see more on that coming this summer as well. And then we're also looking forward to Adventures on the Horizon. So this is our national gala, and this will be happening in September. This is a fundraising opportunity at the national level of our staff, and I would encourage those of you connected to a chapter to be checking out your local calendars and social medias. We have fundraising events going on throughout the country. These are really great opportunities to introduce a Kid Again to new people and also have those around us invest in our programming and really get a night to kind of experience and connect with us, whether that looks like golf or a gala or some kind of fun thing. This is a great opportunity for new revenue and connection with our mission. So that's been a lot of different activities going on that we've been doing here, but we can't do it without you. So I wanted to spend a little bit of time talking about different ways that you can get involved. You know, a Kid Again is truly a family, and we're looking for everyone to be a part of what we're doing and our growth. So I so appreciate the passion and just the excitement that all of us have when we're at a Kid Again adventure or helping out with an event. And so I wanted to give you some simple ways that you too can get involved. I think the first part is sharing your story, whether you are a donor, an adventure guide, a family, a staff member, if you are sitting on the plane, standing in line for a slushie this summer, whatever it is, you're connected to us because you have a passion for us. And there's nothing better than sharing that passion with someone. So as you talk more and more about why you connected with a Kid Again, your excitement, engagement will pique somebody's curiosity and they'll come to us. And actually, even as we survey our families and we talk about, how did you get to know about a Kid Again? As I've talked to adventure guides and donors, how did you get to know about a Kid Again? They heard it from somebody, came from one of you. So we want to continue that trend. Share your story with friends and colleagues and those around you, maybe even those you don't know. I also encourage you to think about how you could share your story on behalf of a Kid Again. So there is a QR code here, and you are welcome to look there, as well as we'll have a website or an email address at the end. But if you are someone that has a unique A Kid Again story and you'd like to share that, whether that's in writing or on video or in a different way, we'd be happy to hear from you. We want the world to know how A Kid Again connects with all of us. I think the next thing, most fun thing too, is to volunteer your time. So we'll ask for you to also think about, would you like to help out in it at an adventure? Would you like to help stuff boxes? Would you like to help us get prepared for things or even help us send notes out? There are many, many opportunities, and we're going to be growing and expanding our volunteer base. So I encourage you to find a way to volunteer. This is a really fun thing to do with friends and family, so bring them along with you. But please check out our website. Feel free to let us know if you'd like to join us, and we're always looking for more adventure guides. Another way to connect is to be thinking about, who is a Kid Again? A Kid Again is really focused on children and mostly on families. So as you think maybe about where you work or where a family member works or an organization that you've been a part of, and if they are ones that choose to support families and children, this is a great way to connect. So we'll be looking for, as we're growing our network and wanting to bring more people into the fold, to volunteer, to be a resource to families, it's great for us to be having conversations with new companies and organizations. So we ask for your support there and your ideas. I know a lot of you know this organization inside and out. So as you can share that with others and you can think about where we should be making connections, we'd appreciate it. And then also always being first and foremost a resource for families. So please, as you are either at a doctor's office, connecting with a friend, the more that we share who a Kid Again is, the more chances we have that when a family is now all of a sudden in a situation where they're dealing with these medical challenges, they will have a way to connect. They will learn about us as a resource, and that is all word of mouth. So please direct our families back to our website so that we can get them signed up and enrolled as a new family. So we will get to questions here in just a moment if we have any, but I just really want to thank you all for spending this time with us, getting to hear a little bit more. We want to make sure that you're aware of the things that are happening within the organization as we grow as one organization. And I just appreciate all the hope, happiness, and healing that you are bringing each and every day as you connect with somebody else on behalf of a Kid Again. I want to also take a minute, thank our national board and our chapter advisory boards for your leadership and the opportunity for guidance as we continue to think about how a Kid Again grows. We appreciate your expertise and your passion for the mission. And I have to brag a little. I'm just really, really proud too of our Kid Again staff. I've just been completely wowed by the hard work and dedication of this team. You all are in great hands with a bunch of people that have huge hearts, work long hours, and always bring fun and creativity to our adventures. They love their jobs, who couldn't in this world, but I'm grateful and thankful for all that our staff does for us. So as we think about these past 6 months and where we're headed, excited for the staff, leadership, volunteers, families, donors, and partners that we have around this circle. And I know we'll get stronger and better together. So I'm just taking a look here. It doesn't look as if we have new questions for now. So with that, I'd like to thank you all for your time. I look forward to staying connected, and we will keep in touch as a Kid Again continues to grow and strengthen the support that we provide for our families each and every day. Thank you all and have a great day.